family was carrying things to go and put it into a van to offload some equipment. They had some equipment that looks much like this. It's a stand for media equipment. And it was coming out of the flat up there. That's number 4. Apparently they have the cameras pointed into my flat. The child was carrying that equipment. They went through the main exit. And then they had walked around the back exit too. I saw them through that patio door. It was the right kerfuffle. They transferred their equipment through, what is it, Steve the Greek company from NW8. From advice from someone to offload something. There was a mattress too in that van. So apparently there's been filming of my flat and me. I have no control of what is being filmed, who is filming, and whatever they're presenting to the world. It's a great intrusion on my life. I have no privacy. Only when I knuckle down and focusing on my own issues, I can totally ignore the people and get on with my life. But they're totally attention hungry. Whether it's because of the thin walls or their initial agenda to keep me isolated and not go into relationships. And apparently they were freed from that contract, the evil contract against me. But now the same one of the partners proposes marriage to me. It's obviously not going to happen. But the unfortunate thing is that I have been going through this unnecessarily. And it's very difficult to deal with. Very, very difficult to deal with. I'm going through abuse that is unexplainable. But fortunately, I just found that. Because I was unable to film it the day that I was filming. And I probably have not exposed that video. Some things I don't want to talk about. This is not the place where I would want to air my dirty laundry or the abuse that I've gone through. Sometimes I'm just trying to record something innocently. And the abusers will try to be a part of it. So disappointing. I feel really discouraged at this point. Very discouraged. And I'm not going to mess up my makeup this morning with tears. Heck no. So I will cheer myself on. Believe me, there have been tears. But there's no need to keep taking the tears. Hi, my life, my way. I like your name. So, such is life at the moment. I have to stay positive and look forward to better. But I can't lie that the impact of knowing that someone is being... I can still smile. I can still laugh. The impact of knowing that someone who is actually a criminal and confesses it and has been expecting the police to arrest them actually speaks to a police officer. It's so unfortunate. I wish the walls here were as strong as the houses I've lived in Zimbabwe, where you cannot hear the neighbors unless there's an absolute havoc. I wish my walls were fortified. I wish I could afford to build another wall within my walls, because I can totally hear them. They make sure I hear them, especially when it's threats or even the plans. I actually rubbished some death threats yesterday. And then when I was jumping into bed, they try to do, yeah, I do. And it's known. It's not like no one believes me. It's just the guy has confessed he's a radicalist and is not a Muslim. And it's not that people are afraid. There's actually been someone in the block who's knocked at his door and told him off. I don't know what they've done to them, but it's possibly the use of technology against them. And I think people can actually see he shares the information. I can't believe that someone who's been advising him actually wanted to advise me that if I don't want to marry that guy next door, then he can marry me, but we'll be porn stars. So he's not going to stand up to the guy because he's an officer, but he's helping him to declutter his house of the evidence so that when he does get arrested, they don't have as much information. What tends to happen in that case, because I've been through a arrest situation unjustly as well. Like I I have gone through a few dangerous situations this year, and I do not tolerate violence at all. And I'm not tolerating the circumstances around it. So thank you guys. So it's I wish I could just be sharing with you good news that I got married, but sadly, even that situation got turned sour. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I got engaged after that. That turned sour too. It's got the radicalist fingerprints all over it. The woman who broke me off with my husband actually is one of the guy's sexual partners. Go figure. And I used to live with her. We're not related, but I think they have a name in common with another family I'm related to. They're just not a very nice person. Anyway, forget about that. I'm not mourning over that relationship. I'm like already moving on. Like I said, I already got engaged and broke it off. We agreed anyway, so, you know, it was mutual. So don't cry for me in that respect, but the attacks from the radicalists are not something to take lightly. And it doesn't help to retaliate against them or report them. Yeah, it's gone. There's no more engagement. I'm single. I just like to wear my pretty ring. Someone once greeted me on the high street and said, "Oh, this is on the wrong hand. It now needs to go on the other side." So, yeah. Um, I like my ring. It's pretty. So I'm not giving up on relationships totally. It's just I have to actually express that I need commitment, not just random, you know. So people I meet know from the get-go that this is not a random fling. If you're gonna be with me, you have to try and focus on it, on something long term, you know. It can't be a fling. I can't afford to do that with my life. You have to be strong to be with me because of the things I'm going through. I can totally ignore them when I'm with someone else. I can totally focus on like building and moving forward. It's just really exhausting. But you know, it is what it is. Sorry, I don't understand what that is, what you just wrote. Are you able to translate it to English? So I don't always react to the attacks against me from that person and their team. Most of the time when I ignore, they get so angry And then they start discussing what else to do to me. Goodness gracious, I've been tried through a few courts this year and being released. Not comfortable at all. Still, life goes on. I'm quite tired of the attacks. Apparently, this couple was assigned against me since I moved here, or since someone else found out about the property next door and let them in. So I'm just tired. How am I? I am tired of being treated as if I'm not a human being by these people. You know, I even suggested the other day to the woman who's working with the man that you need to run, because when the police do come for you, it's not going to be nice. And you actually have a gift that you could be making decent money with, instead of showing off about being a witch and that, and a hacker and fraudster and so on, and breaking in through this door. Now I have to live with it all chained up. I just opened a new lock because I realized the other lock, they took the spare key. So I have to open a new lock and chain it up. Your name is Amirabus. Hi, Amirabus. How are you? How are you doing? How's life with you? Tell me something that is a bit lighter, not like my stories. I've been trying to get my teeth done, so that was something we're working on with my... It's okay, you can still share. I'm just going to keep talking for a bit while you guys type. So, like, I was going to go to Istanbul with the husband, and he was going to come and fix my flat. But it happened, so I've been working on it. I found out I don't like plastering walls. I'm not very good at it. And it costs a lot of money. So does security. So I got insurance money to fix up my flat. And it's not a cheap job. And unfortunately, there is still work to be done on my patio doors. The whole ribbing of the patio door had to be stripped and that. Even though if I learn it off the internet, there's no way I can manage it on my own. So this winter, I'm not sure how we're going to get to it. Still looking into fixing it and that. So in the sunshine, I'll just sit on the patio, try and enjoy it. And hopefully be making lighter videos. I've been sharing some videos about cooking or dinner with Carush, so maybe we'll carry on with that. What's the flag from? Is this Pakistan? What's this? Sorry, I might be mistaken. I used to know my flags and the maps quite well, but I was not very good with Asia. The colors are similar. Go on, share with me. Where are you from? What is this? I just found something that you can watch it from the beginning again. I'm going to keep it short. When we get to 15 minutes, I'm going to be out so that they're not as difficult to upload. I'm still learning how to do these lives. Lovely. Is this Finland? I've got another country. No. Argentina? Hi. Where are you from? Yeah. So life goes on. No. Europe. This handwriting is from Europe somewhere. I don't really understand your language. Yeah, so a lot is going on. It's pretty pointless for me to actually... Iran. My apologies. Thank you for sharing your flag. A lot of situations are happening around me but it's not enough for me to address them. Someone else has to also like share the burden, I guess. Um, but yeah, like I said, relationship issues are not really a thing for me as long as as long as whoever I meet, Minlan, is ready for commitment for the long run. Otherwise, I am a totally cool person. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, only reason someone like me got hacked is because the first hacker found out important information about my future and stuff and decided they wanted to be me. So they hired criminals to find your name on the dark web and your email on the dark web and then find it removed later. Can be really chilling. To then find out that you're being filmed all the time. I had stepped back from my channel that I used to present community issues and like my approach to building and restoring communities, the singing, the music, and so on. And obviously, I was building my channel to be encouraging people and so on. But I needed a friend to be with and possibly to manage the channel. So I stepped back from all that and decided, okay, let's be a bit more focused and intentional about being with someone and getting married. So we're still on that journey. We're still on that journey, and we'll see what happens. Life will be sweet. Iran. I'm not quite understanding. I've gone off for 15 minutes. I'm off. You can inbox me. My email is on the website somewhere. Maybe like in the back office, but I think you guys can see it. carushwendida@gmail.com. Well, it's nice to see you guys from Iran, from Europe, wherever you came in to say hi from, and the compliments and the empathy. It's quite appreciated. So, au revoir. Iran is Israel. Okay, you've got a lot of flags. Are you a mixed kind of person? Have you got mixed heritage? I've got mixed heritage too, so I don't know if that's what you're trying to share with me. The other person, Map K99, did the hi from Manchester in the UK. You've just caught me as I'm about to log out. I'm 3 minutes over. Manchester from UK. Interesting. So, yes, I've held your flags. I'm gonna log out now. These videos can be really difficult to manage. So maybe I'll catch you guys up a little bit later. Oh, I'm not sure what you're sorry about, but okay. No, I'll catch you up soon, yeah? Alrighty.